So it's been about 10 years now since I've started to study the solar cycles, and honestly, before I even began to study it, I was 10 years old in rural Oregon, daydreaming about certain things, and part of my visions of the future, which included our minds being scanned, so to speak, and being inserted into computers, databases. The other was something involving the sun, and a red sky specifically, and some sort of a survival scenario. The time I was 29 in Portland, Oregon, I wrote that article, Solar Flares in the Earth's Weakening Magnetic Field, which is about 10 pages, which you can find that PDF online. In 2013, producing the solar flare presentation in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And so I am looking at the sun as a reset of our civilization. The sun is a conscious being, and that's also why it's important for us to get plenty of sun, and not just be in front of the false light on YouTube, on the internet. Get plenty of sun. Ponder things under the sun. So I see the sun as a reset of this civilization at some point in the future, and in many ways I see it as our only salvation, and for some reason it has a ring to it, the return of the sun. The return of the sun. The return of the sun. So I want to throw some things out here, and no man knows the day or the time, the place, but there are some clues, and sometimes things are in black and white where things seem to be going to a certain direction where X marks the spot. Here's some of my suspicions. We're going to merge with technology much more before a quote solar flare kill shot. There's so much more to learn about humanity, about the dark side of merging with technology. We haven't reached that point yet, which is troubling because there's certain concerns people have about implantable microchips and other things, ways in which we're interfacing with technology, ways in which technology is replacing relationships, which is not very healthy. I honestly see the sun as a reset with regards to male-female relationships. And I started to talk about this years ago. Now think about a reality where the amount of money that a man has is no longer the most important thing. There may be other things regarding survival and instincts that may seem to be important, and I can even see how the dark side of man can come out, man and woman that is, when the sun causes a major, and we're talking about something that affects the power grid that our nation is not able to recover from. Right now what we're seeing is like an incremental moving into this potential new reality. And our Earth's magnetic field is weakening. There's holes in our Earth's magnetic field. They're moving and they're invisible. Scientists are having a difficult time with their Themis satellites and their European Space Agency satellites because of the nature of the game. It's very baffling to them. It's almost beautiful. So there is something mysterious going on out there. Keep in mind the repercussions for tampering with our Earth's magnetic field, which the government's been doing with their high atmosphere nuclear tests. They've been setting off bombs for years. And this geomagnetic field, which we're connected to on a conscious level, right? It affects sleep patterns, it can affect moods. It's not all negative. It can be applied for the positive, this solar energy. Think about those nukes going off, affecting human consciousness, because the nukes are affecting the geomagnetic field. I'm going to talk about this much more in another video. But see, the idea of going, boom, I'm going to try to keep this simple, not get too complicated.